Rob here from Media. In this video, we're going to be talking about the image carousel element in Elementor, so stay tuned. At Media, we help companies to grow and thrive using the latest tools, tricks, and marketing techniques. From websites to online marketing, automated sales funnels, social media, and much more. We're always releasing new content on our YouTube channel, so make sure you click the like, subscribe, and notification button to make sure that you don't miss out. Just before we get going, I want to tell you about an exclusive offer we have on at the moment. We're giving away free access to our paid Hub platform to the first 50 people that click the link in the description. We're going to be putting this link in the description of all of our videos, so make sure that you get in there as quick as you can. Within Hub we have created over 100 training videos in 13 courses, including a course on how to build a website using Elementor. You'll also find recorded webinars and a host of other free content, so remember to click the link in the description. Let's get on with the video. Hello, welcome to this video. We are going to be talking about the image carousel element in Elementor. For this to work, you're going to need a couple of images already loaded into your media library. Before we begin then, I've got a page layout of Elementor full width. I've got one section here with one column in, and I've changed the background color of the section to blue. To get back to our elements then, we just need to click the grid here. So the first thing we're going to do is search in our widget here for image carousel, and we're going to drag that into our column. So currently we don't have any images selected, so this is how it will appear. In this video we are going to go through content and style. A lot of the advanced options have their own videos, so go and check those out. Let's go to content and begin. So the first thing we need to do is select a couple of images. So if we click onto this little window here, it'll bring up our media library and we can select a couple of images. I'm just going to select those four, create new gallery down at the bottom right here. Then this is our gallery itself, and then we can click insert gallery, and this is what we get. If we decide that we don't want an image, we can edit this gallery. We can find the pen here, we can remove an image, we can also add another one in, add to gallery, and we can pick an image. Let's select that one, add to gallery, then insert the gallery, and we can see this is updated. So the first option after selecting our images is the image size. Currently we have these at a 150 by 150 thumbnail, so this is displaying it in an equal square. The next size up is medium, 300 by 300. However, this now starts to take into account whether the image is a portrait or landscape. This is the same case for the other preset sizes here. So the last image size option here is custom. If I just quickly go back to medium here, 300 by 300, we can see this takes into account landscape and portrait. However, if I want the images to appear at 300 by 300 as a square, I can go to custom and I can put those dimensions in here and click apply. As you can see, this is now cropped those images to 300 by 300, but it also doesn't mess with the ratio of the image. There's no stretching or pixelation from doing this. Now we can choose how many slides show at a time. So the default currently is 3, so we could have 2, we could have 1. As you can see, we can flick through like that. I'm going to leave it on 3. Then we've got slides to scroll, so this is how many images move over each time you click. As you can see, we've got 4 images and this is scrolling through 3 at a time. Let's leave that on 1. We've then got image stretch here. It's currently on no. If we select yes, we can see how that affects our images. I'm going to leave it on no though, because I don't want my images to overstretch and pixelate. Then we've got navigation. So currently we've got arrows and dots. We could just have arrows if we want. We could have dots, or we could have none at all. But obviously we want our users to know this is something that they can scroll through, so it's best to have some kind of navigation. So I'm just going to put both on for now. We can then choose to link our images to certain media files. If we select media file, we'll then have the option for a lightbox. So if we select yes, we can see how that appears. To close the lightbox, we can click X, and to go back into our editing options, we can click the blue pencil top right of the element. I'm going to put no to the lightbox. I'm actually going to also go to custom URL now and show that we can put in page URLs here. If you do send people away from your website, don't forget to click the cog and select open a new window, because that means when they close the website that you're sending them to, they will be back on this page. We then have caption options. So we've got none, title, caption or description. These images don't currently have any custom changes to their titles and descriptions. Let me just go into the gallery quickly and show you, so we can edit these captions. So coffee mug, for example, let's just put that in there. Let's turn caption on, and you can see the caption appears here. Of course, we've also got description, and you can change the title, caption and description in the media library. There is a separate video on how to upload images and use images, so go and check that out. That will have the details when it comes to titles, captions, descriptions. I'm going to leave this on description for now, because we'll have some styling options for this text in a moment. So let's now go to the additional options, and we've got autoplay, yes or no. So as you can see, these are scrolling through automatically currently. If I was to say no, these would stop doing that. This also removes a couple of other options if we do that. But for now, I'm just going to say yes. We've got pause on hover, so when I put my mouse over it, they'll stop scrolling. Pause on interactions, so when I do anything like clicking on them or anything like that, that will also pause the carousel. We've got the autoplay speed as well, so this is how quickly it goes through the slides or the images. We've got infinite loop, so it will just keep going, or we can turn that off and it will just reach the end, like so. Let's turn that on. We've got animation speed, so how quickly it flicks through the images. Autoplay speed is how often it goes through, and then the animation speed is how quickly it actually flicks. Then we've got the direction, so we can be left or right. So that's it for the content part of the image carousel. I'm going to stop for a moment so that you can pause the video, and then we're going to come back and we're going to style our image carousel. So let's style our image carousel. And the options we have here is navigation, image and caption. So in the navigation, we've got arrows and dots. We can choose the position inside or outside. Let's just go with inside for now. We've got the size of our arrows. I'm just going to leave it around there. And then we've got the color. There is a video on how to use this color picker tool. Go and check it out. It's a tool you're going to be using quite a lot. But for now, I'm going to select white. Then we've got the dots, and the same again. We've got inside or outside. And I'm just going to leave it with outside. We've got the size. Let's make these dots quite large. Let's go with 10. And then we've got the color again. And this time around, I think I'm going to select the green. So now we've got image style. We've got vertical alignment. Let me show you how this works. So I'm just going to go back to content quickly. I'm going to go back to our image size. I'm going to go for medium, just so it takes into account landscape and portrait images. I'm going to go to style again, image, and when I click vertically align, we can see that these vertically align in the middle with this portrait image, and the same with end. There we go. So we've then got spacing, we've got default and custom, and as you can see, this is how this works. It's the spacing between each of the images. I'm just going to leave it around, in fact I'll just leave it on the default. Then we can add a border if we want. So I'm going to do a solid border, width of 5 and white. Then we've got border radius, and this is how smooth the corners are. I'm going to leave this on 0 as we like sharp corners here at Uno. Okay, now we're going to move on to caption. I just want to point out that I actually had to redo this caption bit as there was a bug where the images disappeared. To sort that, what I had to do is just go back to image and select spacing and just put 0 in rather than leave it on the blank default. So that happened when I was fiddling with some caption options here. So anyway, let's go to caption then. We've got alignment, So left, center, right, and justified. I'm going to go with center. We've got text color. I'm going to select white. And then we've got typography. And I'm just going to select Josephine Sands, REM 1.2, and a weight of 300. Close that window. And that is it when it comes to the image carousel. I do, however, recommend that you get Elementor Pro, as this has something called a media carousel and also galleries, and they just are a much nicer way of showing images on your website page. So that's it. When you're happy with your work, don't forget to click the green update button, and we will see you in the next video.